Live. Oh,
Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Kayfabe Billionaire. I am your hostess with the mostest, or words that affect Flipping Marks, the anchorman extraordinaire from Kayfabe News. Make sure you subscribe, otherwise I'll come around your house and do terrible things to you. After overwhelming public demand, we have returned with the third episode, and I'm very happy to say that I would call him a guest, but that seems too nice. It is Adam Clear, Adam C. Adam C, welcome to Who Wants to Be a Kayfabe Millionaire.
hello, Philip.
How are we today? Well?
I'm thrilled to be here today, which of course, by that I mean I'm thrilled to be in the same flat. I've been in for 6 weeks now, so what I actually mean is I'm just thrilled to speak to another human being. You seem nice.
I will say, I'm amazed. So many people, unlike, and I don't have this problem, and it doesn't look like you do either. Your hair doesn't seem to have been a lick out of place. It doesn't seem to have grown. Somehow you've got round this barber situation. May I ask how?
What I've done is I've simply just started wrapping it around the top of my head like you would pour an ice cream. It's actually incredibly long. It's just neatly compacted.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's not the kind of answer I expected, but I am not surprised. Now, do you know the rules of Who Wants to Be a Kayfabe Billionaire? It doesn't matter because I'm going to tell you anyway. I have a number of questions which I will read out to you. If you get the answer right, you will go on to the next question and win a fictional amount of money. If you get them all right, you will indeed be a Kayfabe Billionaire. And I am required to ask this question via my stupid contract I can't get out with. What would you do with $1 Kayfabe billion should you so win it?
I would buy a Kayfabe billion jet and have Kayfabe billion women lick my Kayfabe billion toes.
Yeah, right. That's I could tell the moment I laid eyes on you, you would have given me an answer like that. But with no further ado, let's get on to it. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Kayfabe Billionaire? Lights. Question number 1. What is AJ Styles' nickname? I will give you 4 possible answers. A, the phenomenal one. B, the fantastic one. C, the marvelous one. Or 4, the bloody brilliant one.
Oh, well, those are all 4 things that we have called him here at WhatCulture, 4 of the many things. I'm going to go with A, the phenomenal one. Final answer, Chris.
Who's Chris? My name is Flipping Marks. Look, don't come on my show.
Final answer,
All right, okay, Darren, if that's how you want to play. Darren, you have gone with the phenomenal one. Unfortunately for me, that is the correct answer. You have won yourself 1,000 Kayfabe dollars, although I don't really want to give it to you. My name is Flipping, all right? Flipping. I know that you're not the smartest tool in the shed, but it doesn't matter. Are you ready for question 2?
I'm ready for question 2.
All right. What does Triple H stand for in WWE? Is it A, Hardy Ha Ha, B, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, C, Heads Held High, or D, Hungry Hippos? I'm going to have to rush you on this one. Please do not take too much of your time.
I was drawn to Hardy Ha Ha because we do say hurdy dur dur at work, but I think the correct answer is B, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Final answer.
Go. Remember, you do have lifelines. You can phone a friend. You can ask the audience. You can do all of these things, but you want to go with B, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yes.
That is the correct answer. You have won 5,000 Kayfabe dollars. Usually we'd be going for an ad break at this stage, but there is no need for ad breaks as we are all trapped in our house. How are you feeling right now, Darren? Palms are sweaty? Got any beads of water on your head that is also known as human sweat?
No, but my knees are weak, and later for tea is mom's spaghetti.
All right. Okay. Well, don't throw song lyrics at me on my show. That's not how we roll here. That's not. At least come up with your own song lyrics. Question number 3 for 10,000 Kayfabe fictional dollars. Which of these is CM Punk's finisher? 1, Stone Cold Stunner. 2, the People's Elbow. 3, the GTS. Or 4, Sweet Chin Music.
Well, I'm fairly confident on this one. I think I think it's C, the go to sleep, or the GTS.
I was going to say, don't throw in. If I give you an acronym, you stick with the acronym. You're going with the GTS, which of course is the correct answer. You have won 10,000 Kayfabe dollars, and I will give you one round of applause. That's right. Some people call it a clap. I call it one round of applause. How do you feel in your loins right now?
Loins are good. Loins are good. Other organs not holding up too well at the minute, but loins are fine. Loins are fine. Glad I'm sitting down.
It's because you're nervous. It's because you're nervous in your blue chair. Question number 5. Who was the inaugural 24/7 champion? Obviously within World Wrestling Entertainment. Is it A, Titus O'Neil? Is it 2, Elias? Is it C, Robert Roode? Or is it 4, don't hinder, Jinder Mahal? Remember, you have lifelines.
You do have lifelines. That's just a tough one. All 4 of them have been the champion.
This is correct. Not the question, but thank you for giving us knowledge anyway.
I'm not 100% sure on this one. And I would be tempted to go with my lifelines. However, I'm reasonably confident that the correct answer is A, Titus O'Neil.
Right, so you're just teasing me with your lifelines. Like they're not there for teasing. They're meant to help you, Darren. Don't be nasty to the lifelines. Is that your final answer? A, Titus O'Neil.
Yes, that is the correct answer. That is the final answer.
You want my job, do you? You want to switch positions? You want to come sit over here and I'll sit over here? Well, you can't because you're on lockdown.
Okay?
Unbelievable. Anyway, that is the correct answer. You have just won yourself. What was that question? That was question number 5. You have won yourself 50,000 Kayfabe dollars. My word, you are flying through this quiz, but don't worry, because it's now where you shall be shut down. You look like a question 6 kind of a guy where failure will sneak up and kick you right in the balls. So, for what I have written down here is 100,000 Kayfabe fictional dollars. What was the theme of Triple H's entrance when he faced the wrestler known as Sting at the event known as WrestleMania? Was it 1, Mad Max? Was it 2, The Terminator? Was it 3, Conan the Barbarian? Or was it 4, motorbikes?
Well, I just want to say that this answer goes out to everyone out there who's been told they're a question 6 kind of guy. I want to say that the answer is B, Terminator. Final answer.
He's going for B, Terminator. We will now wait for a couple of seconds to build the suspense. I'm being told in my ear. Yes, I'm building the suspense. You are correct. It is the Terminator. You have just won 100,000 Kayfabe dollars. Still not enough to buy your jet, just for the record, so don't drop the ball. I do believe this is the furthest anybody has got, or at least on par. It's usually question 7 that takes somebody's legs out from underneath their body. So give me a prediction, Darren, Adam, Clery, whatever we're calling you today. How far are you going to get now that you are, kind of halfway into the quiz?
My goal when I got here today was for double figures. And now that I'm at $100,000, we're well surpassed that. So question 10 would be great.
Question 10, Royce. That's not going to happen. But you go and believe in yourself like that little train that could. Question number 8. Incorrect. Question number 7. Well, I've just taken myself out of the quiz, but I'm making sure you stay on your toes. Question number 7. For 250,000 Kayfabe dollars, how many times have The New Day been WWE, important, WWE Tag Team Champions? Is it once? Is it 5 times like Booker T? Is it 8 times? Or is it 10 times?
That is a doozy.
It's a question. It's not a doozy. It's a question.
It's not once. I can remember at least 2.
Good for you. You haven't got dementia just yet.
I might have to go with my 50-50. Yeah, I think it's 10, but I don't want to.
You're going with your 50-50.
I need to play it safe. I'd like to go with 50-50.
A 50-50, if you've never watched the show before, it means now the computer, e.g. my brain, will take away 2 answers, leaving 2 answers in its place. So now your question goes like this. How many times have the New Day been WWE Tag Team Champions? 5 times or 8 times?
Well, I was leaning towards 10. So if that's gone, I'm going to say 8 times. Final answer.
Final answer is 8 times. C. Have the New Day been WWE Tag Team Champions 8 times for 250,000 kayfabe dollars? Yes, they have. You have won. And we move on to question 8, but you have lost a lifeline. You can never use 50-50 again for as long as you live, even when you're in your local grocer. If you can't decide between chocolate and crisp, tough. You have to buy them both. No more 50-50s. This is how reality TV works on Kayfabe News. Right, number 8. Where? And how much is this for? This is for $750,000. You understand that? $750,000. You've never
I can't even imagine
smelled
what
that amount of money.
like that would look like.
Now, you're never going to know because we send it to you in a giant check, so you're still not going to know what it looks like. But question number 8. Where did the first Money in the Bank cash-in take place? Was it A, on Monday Night Raw? Was it B, at New Year's Revolution? Was it C, at Armageddon, the end of the world? Or was it at D, the Fallen Final Four, also known as Survivor Series? That's right, breathe. You need oxygen, otherwise you'll die.
Now, I know it was Edge.
That wasn't the question. Stop throwing in knowledge. I just want answers.
Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw.
Remember, you have lifelines. How the hell they're going to work in lockdown, I don't know. But you have them. You can use them. We'll just see what happens when we throw it out there.
It's not Monday Night Raw. It's not Monday Night Raw. Wasn't it?
You're doing that thing that people on the other
Doing
shows
the thing
has a
they
very
do on
similar
television.
name. You're just whispering the answers as if that helps in any kind of scenario.
New Year's Revolution.
You're just going for it like that.
It wasn't Monday Night Raw. It wasn't Survivor Series. I don't think they were still doing Armageddon at that point. So I think it's New Year's Revolution.
Are you sure? You have 750,000 kayfabe dollars on the line. And this ain't no pansy show. If you lose, you lose. You don't drop down and walk away with 200. You get nothing. Final answer?
My balls are out. New Year's Revolution.
Put them away. Put them away. Nobody wants to see your balls. But I tell you, you're going to have a party with them later. That is correct. You have just won 750,000 kayfabe dollars. I give you 2 rounds of applause because I'm actually quite impressed. But no one ever gets past question 9. I played this game with my mum once, and she got question 9 right. And you know what I did? I punched her in the face, and then she had to leave. So it means nobody ever gets past question number 9, which is, what year did Brock Lesnar, the Beast, win the Royal Rumble? And of course, this is for 1 million kayfabe dollars. What year did Brock win the Rumble? Was it 2001? Was it 2002? Was it 2003? Or was it 2004?
It wasn't 2001. It wasn't 2002. It was 2003, 2004. I think I know this.
No, you either know it or you don't. You don't think you know it. Either you have the answer or you don't. Give it to me. I'll tell you. We'll move on. Or you lose. You'll go home where you've been for the last 7 weeks.
I think that's 2003.
You have lifelines, and you are
That's
deciding
not,
not.
that's not my final answer. I think 2003, 2001, 2002, 2002. Yeah, it's 2003. That's definitely 2003.
Is that your final answer? I have to ask now.
I don't know. Yeah, it is my final answer. Yeah.
What was that little dance you just did? Who are you
You're
trying
looking
to
up the
entertain?
precipice of going out the game on a confident answer.
Right.
That's the first one I've actually been sure about.
Well, they say that arrogance comes before a fall. You have gone for 2003, which was very arrogant because you did have 2 lifelines that you've completely chosen to ignore. But incredibly, you are the first person to get to 1 million kayfabe dollars. That is correct. It was 2003. And I tell you, if lockdown wasn't on right now, of course, I would be at your door to punch you in order to stop you getting from question 10. But alas, we have to go into unwatered territories. And this is for an incredible amount of money. This is for 2 million kayfabe dollars. And believe you me, as a man who knows about kayfabe news, subscribe on YouTube, it's a lot of damn money. Number 10. Who was the first person to lose to The Undertaker at WrestleMania? WrestleMania? Was it 1, Jake Roberts? Was it 2, King Kong Bundy? Was it 3, the Giant Gonzalez? Or was it D, Jimmy Snuka?
Now, the thing about this question is I recently did a quiz where one of the questions was, who was the first person The Undertaker beat at WrestleMania, which is literally this question in reverse. And I said Giant Gonzalez, and it was wrong. So it's not him.
Why are you talking about other quizzes? Why have you brought other quizzes into the mix?
I'm going to phone a friend.
You're going to phone a friend?
I'm going to phone a friend.
I doubt that very much. All that's going to happen is your phone will ring nobody. That's funny stuff. It's called a joke. Who are we phoning?
I'd like to phone one of my WhatCulture colleagues. I'd like to phone Simon Miller.
Yeah. Do you have any other friends?
Yeah, but he'll know this one because he was on the quiz we did.
I would strongly implore you. I strongly implore you to ring somebody else immediately.
It's gone to his voicemail.
No, it hasn't. Nothing happened. The last 30 seconds. Hang on. Pretend this is the Men in Black flashy thing, right? Nothing happened over the last 30 seconds.
Okay.
Who would you like to phone for your phone a friend?
Can I phone somebody else?
You need someone else. This is the first phone call you've done.
I'm going to phone Phil, and in that case, Phil's our editor at WhatCulture. He knows a lot of things as well.
You can phone Phil, and remember, students, nothing happened.
It's ringing.
Thanks.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Phil. I'm doing Who Wants to Be a Kayfabe Billionaire, and I am stuck on a question. Can I ask you it?
I guess you didn't realize I got it wrong for Wilbon when you were doing that.
Did you? You didn't tell me that. You just said, yes, you can phone me. You didn't mention that you'd already. Okay, well, we're here now. Who was the first person to lose to The Undertaker at WrestleMania? Was it Jake Roberts, King Kong Bundy, Giant Gonzalez, or Jimmy Snuka?
To lose to The Undertaker.
Yeah, so who was the first person he beat, I guess?
I have to hurry you.
Snooker?
You think it was who?
Snooker, I think.
Snooker. That's what I thought.
Maybe?
Okay, well, thanks, Phil. This was helpful.
You're welcome.
Right.
Bye.
Answer the question. This has been going on for an eternity.
I'm going to put my faith and indeed in Phil Chambers' hands, and we're going to go Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka was the first person to lose to The Undertaker at WrestleMania. You have had your final answer. Have you just won $2 million kayfabe dollars? You certainly have. And you move on to question 11. Unbelievably so. I never thought you'd get this far. I mean, you're now 5 questions away from becoming our first billionaire. And don't do that, because it's like when you watch the other version. As soon as someone won $1 million, it was boring. I was like, oh, I've been waiting for that. And I got no feeling out of it because I didn't win the money. Anyway, question 11 will thwomp you. And it is for $5 million kayfabe dollars. We have a big jump towards the last few questions. What rating did The Rock and Mankind's This Is Your Life segment receive? Was it 6.9? Was it a 7.4? Was it a 7.9? Or was it an 8.4? And for younger viewers who may be watching this, yes, they are the kind of figures that WWE used to do. Recently, they did a 1.8. Anyway, 6.9, 7.4, 7.9, or 8.4. The Rock and Mankind's This Is Your Life segment, which obviously, infamously, they got yelled at after the fact by Vince McMahon, who said it had gone too long. He was incorrect.
Now, I do know that this is the record, but I don't know what the record is.
Well, you do have Ask the Audience, but I have a feeling it will just be you shouting out into the abyss.
How would one go about asking the audience in these
You'll have to just open your window, I presume.
Do it. The producers are telling me to do a Twitter poll.
How long do you have to do
I don't know how that would work. Do a Twitter poll. Yeah, hang on. Apparently, we're gonna try it in the chat. I want to ask the audience this one. How are you?
Me,
Yep.
I'm flabbergasted that you have chosen to walk this way. So much so you have made me laugh. You have made me chuckle, and chuckling is not something that I do.
Just waiting on that. I don't know why I'm throwing literal figurative billions into the hands of the WhatCulture wrestling audience here.
Yes, you are. Because don't forget, you walk away with either this or you walk away with nothing. I'm not a kind man. I'm a serious journalist.
I thought it was. I think it's one of the. I think it's 7.9.
Is that what you're going with?
No, I'm asking the audience. I'm going to see what I want to see what they say. I thought it was. I thought it was one of the sevens. I think it's at the higher end. I think it's 7.9.
Because you're a Star Trek fan, isn't it? You're thinking of 7 of 9, and you're imagining her in disgusting positions.
That actually might be why I think it's that. 7.
You see, I can see through you all. Everyone thinks Flippin' Marks is not a skilled journalist. You bet your ass you'd be wrong.
The producers are saying that the poll is not working, but the chat is saying it's D, 8.4. Now, I think it's 7.9.
Well,
they're saying it's D.
Do I have to explain this to you? You either go with them or you go with your own brain. Why can't you figure this out for yourself?
You know what it is? My brain got me this far, so I'm going to go with D, 8.4.
That is not how that worked. That was a ruse, Mr. Clery. That was an absolute trick of the book. However, it would have turned out that if you had gone in with your own brain, I would now be saying to you, are you ready for question 12? Because you're not going to get it, because the answer was 8.4. You have just won 5 million Kayfabe dollars, whichever amount of money I said before that question. You should thank the WhatCulture audience because they just saved you. They saved you.
Thank you, WhatCulture audience. Finally, after all these years, this job has paid off with money that isn't real.
With fictional cash. It's the story of many people's lives. We move on to question 12. And I think this one will get you. And it is, of course, for 20 million Kayfabe dollars. I feel like I need to jump up soon. We'll jump up soon. Which of these men was never a member of the NWO? Was it Dusty Rhodes? Was it Billy Kidman? Was it Jeff Jarrett? Or was it that schmuck Disco Inferno?
Dusty Rhodes.
You have no lifelines.
No lifeline. No lifelines, and more importantly, no idea.
You have no idea. You have no friends. And right now, you have no clue.
Dusty Rhodes, Billy. Jeff Jarrett was, I'm pretty sure. I think Disco Inferno was. Billy Kidman had black trunks.
Brilliant.
But was he in NWO black trunks? Dusty Rhodes. See, the thing is, I know the man who wrote this quiz, and sometimes you can get into his head when it comes to these answers. Like, what random ones would he put in there alongside the real ones? And normally they're quite obvious. I don't think he would have put Dusty Rhodes in if he wasn't the real answer, because the other three are like, they're WCW stars. So I think I'm gonna purely go. All I've got here is the Wilborn psychology. Dusty Rhodes strikes me as the kind of thing he would have put in. He would never have thought to put Dusty. I'm going to say A, because Wilborn would never have put Dusty Rhodes in that unless it was the right idea.
So you are telling me, is A, Dusty Rhodes, never a member of the NWO, your final answer?
Yes.
Lights. Well, Mr. Clery, you had, I think it was 20 million Kayfabe dollars. I may have forgotten how much I said. Maybe 50 million. Who knows? You gave me the answer A. You got to question 12. You were 3 away from winning $1 billion Kayfabe dollars. And I'm very happy to say you will be going home with nothing because the answer was Billy Kidman. Billy Kidman, never a member of the New World Order. Dusty Rhodes, he jumped right in there because he was a son of a plumber and he probably needed to get more money to feed his family, one of which is Cody Rhodes, now in AEW. But you did make it through 11 questions. I am somewhat impressed, but also pleased that you failed. How do you feel right now?
Well, it did dawn on me about halfway through that all the fictional dollary dues in the world weren't going to make up for the echoey loneliness I'm enjoying in isolation. So really, I was a loser from the beginning.
Indeed, indeed. And we all knew that